Hey guys, so I took a little bit of time, kind of like away from the noise and everything, to gather my thoughts about the whole thing with, Chick-fil-A and the public's reaction, my opinion, that sort of thing. And I kind of wanted to make a video just to express my viewpoint on the whole thing. Um, you know, uh, it just seems like it's a topic that needs to be discussed. So when this whole thing started, when Chick-fil-A came out and said that, their CEO, he's against gay marriage, my first reaction was, why the fuck would I care what Chick-fil-A thinks about gay marriage? Um, if Subway came out tomorrow and said they were against abortion, I would not give two shits. And then I thought this is going to get really big. And it's not because it's Chick-fil-A. It has nothing to do with them. They're a company. And they're going to see an increase in profit today, obviously, because a lot of people are storming all the Chick-fil-A's to give their support for what I consider oppression. I'm not sure how it's going to work in the long run. Some people are saying it's a marketing tactic. I don't really give a shit. The important thing is that we concentrate on the issue at hand, which is gay marriage. Now, I'm going to kind of give you some of my input, at least as to how I feel about the whole thing. Homosexuality. A guy wants to be with another guy. Great. Do it. That's your life. How do I feel about that? Well, how do I feel about that person? I think that it's admirable. I think that in a society that predominantly rejects homosexuality, this person had the courage to come out and say, this is me, this is who I am. And they risked, potential family members not wanting them to say, this is me. And I applaud that. I don't see anything wrong with it, I guess is my point. And I don't think anybody else should either, but you know what? That's my opinion. And that's the point of this whole thing. When is it? Well, I shouldn't say when is it, because it's been happening for a long time, but why is it that a cumulative opinion becomes law? I don't get that. I mean, if you're religious, that's fine. But ask yourself, would a just and loving God want this for people? If you're patriotic, ask yourself, would a just and loving God... If you're patriotic, ask yourself, would a nation that stands under the guise of all men are created equal want this? I don't get the whole debate. I don't even know why there should be a debate. Why can't two men enjoy marriage? People come up with things like, well, it should be between a man and a woman. Well, that's your opinion. That's not law. Or, they'll have a kid and that kid will be, alienated from the group or whatever you think would happen. Well, that may be true because it's not as common as it should be. Or it's against procreation. Okay, well, once adoption centers are completely out of children, you can use that argument. I don't think it really fits right now. Marriage should be between a man and a woman, or it taints the validity of marriage. Well, if that's the case, then why aren't you out protesting divorce rates? Why aren't you out protesting Kim Kardashian's marriage? I mean, if you even want to call it that. Why are you concentrating on a man and a man wanting to get married? I honestly think that if you actually took the divorce rate between heterosexual couples and homosexual couples, you will find that the divorce rate would be slightly lower, in fact drastically lower, with homosexual couples than with heterosexual couples. I take issue with the fact that people's beliefs, people's opinions, are making their way into our government, into our laws. I'm going to preface something, I said, and this was on my status update, whatever, I don't know. And it may be from somebody else. I just sat down and wrote it. But your opinion, your beliefs, your faith is yours. It's yours only. There are other people in this world. And never, under any circumstances, should your opinion or your faith merit law. So, have fun buying your overpriced fucking sandwiches. When gay marriage does become legal, and it will, and it already is in roughly 2 states, but when it does, I hope that you remember what you stood for at this point.